If you want to rewire your mind for greatness, the first thing you must do is stop feeding your mind average thoughts. Most people dream about living extraordinary lives, yet they spend every day entertaining ordinary thinking. They focus on their problems more than their possibilities. They talk about what they cannot do instead of what they can become. Your mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant in it will eventually grow. If you constantly plant doubt, fear, negativity, and excuses, you will harvest frustration, disappointment, and regret. But if you plant faith, discipline, determination, and purpose, you will harvest success. Greatness begins with a decision to think differently. You cannot expect to achieve uncommon results while maintaining common beliefs. Every day, your environment is influencing your mindset. The people you listen to, the content you watch, the conversations you participate in, and even the words you speak to yourself are shaping your future. Eric Thomas often emphasizes that success starts with your mentality long before it appears in your reality. That means if you want a different life, you must first create a different mindset. Stop telling yourself that you're not talented enough, smart enough, connected enough, or fortunate enough. Those thoughts become mental chains that keep you trapped in the same place year after year. Instead, begin speaking life into your future. Tell yourself that you are capable of growth, capable of learning, capable of overcoming obstacles, and capable of achieving your goals. Your brain responds to repetition. The more you think empowering thoughts, the stronger those pathways become. Eventually, confidence replaces doubt, courage replaces fear, and action replaces hesitation. The truth is that greatness is not reserved for a select few people. It is available to anyone willing to train their mind for it. Every successful athlete, entrepreneur, leader, and visionary had to win the battle in their mind before they won the battle in their field. They learned how to control their thoughts instead of allowing their thoughts to control them. The moment you stop feeding your mind average thoughts is the moment you begin separating yourself from average results. Greatness starts when you become intentional about what enters your mind and refuse to give negativity a permanent place in your thinking. Change your thoughts and you begin changing your actions. Change your actions and you begin changing your life. That is how the journey to greatness truly begins. If you want to rewire your mind for greatness, you must learn to embrace discomfort as your training ground. Most people spend their lives searching for comfort, convenience, and easy paths. But greatness has never lived in the comfort zone. Greatness is developed in the moments when you are tired but keep going, afraid but keep moving, and uncertain but refuse to quit. Eric Thomas often teaches that success requires you to become comfortable being uncomfortable because growth only happens when you push beyond your current limits. The truth is that your mind changes when you challenge it. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you strengthen your mental toughness. Every time you wake up early when you don't feel like it, work hard when others are resting, or continue pushing when others quit, you are training your brain to operate at a higher level. Discomfort is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It reveals your weaknesses so they can become strengths. It exposes your fears so you can overcome them. It tests your commitment so you can discover how badly you truly want success. Too many people mistake struggle for a sign to stop when, in reality, struggle is often a sign that progress is taking place. Think about an athlete training for a championship. The muscles grow because they are challenged. The body becomes stronger because it is pushed beyond what is comfortable. The same principle applies to your mind. Mental strength is developed through resistance. If everything in your life is easy, your growth will be limited. But when you face challenges and refuse to surrender, your confidence begins to rise. You start realizing that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The obstacles that once intimidated you become opportunities to prove your resilience. The difficulties that once discouraged you become stepping stones toward your purpose. Rewiring your mind for greatness means changing your perspective on pain and pressure. Instead of asking why something difficult is happening, ask what lesson it is teaching. Instead of running from challenges, run toward them with determination. Every challenge conquered builds a stronger mindset. Every setback survived develops greater resilience. Every difficult season endured increases your capacity for success. Greatness belongs to those who understand that discomfort is not punishment, it is preparation. The stronger your willingness to embrace discomfort, the stronger your mind becomes. And a strong mind is one of the most powerful assets you can possess on the journey to greatness. If you want to rewire your mind for greatness, you must create a vision so powerful that it pulls you forward even on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is because they have no clear picture of where they want to go. They wake up every day reacting to life instead of directing it. They spend more time thinking about their current circumstances than imagining their future possibilities. Thomas teaches that when your purpose is strong enough, excuses lose their power. A powerful vision gives your life direction, meaning, and energy. It becomes the reason you wake up early, work late, and keep pushing when everyone else decides to quit. Without vision, distractions become more attractive than goals. Without vision, temporary comfort becomes more appealing than long-term success. But when you can clearly see the future you are working toward, every sacrifice begins to make sense. Rewiring your mind for greatness starts by training yourself to focus on what is possible rather than what is currently visible. Many people allow their present reality to define their future, but great individuals do the opposite. They allow their vision of the future to influence their present actions. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They see growth where others see limitations. They see victory long before it becomes reality. Your brain naturally moves toward whatever it focuses on most consistently. If you constantly focus on failure, fear, and doubt, your actions will reflect those thoughts. But if you focus on your goals, dreams, and purpose, your behavior begins to align with that vision. This is why successful people spend time visualizing their success. They mentally rehearse the person they want to become. They imagine themselves overcoming challenges, achieving goals, and living out their purpose. That vision becomes fuel during difficult seasons. It becomes a source of strength when motivation fades. A powerful vision does not eliminate challenges, but it gives you a reason to keep moving through them. Greatness requires more than talent and hard work. It requires direction. A clear vision keeps your energy focused on what truly matters. It reminds you why you started and why you must continue. When your vision becomes bigger than your fears, stronger than your excuses, and more important than your comfort, your mind begins to change. And once your mind changes, your actions, habits, and ultimately your life begin to change as well. If you want to rewire your mind for greatness, you must understand that greatness is not created in a single moment of inspiration. It is built through daily habits that reinforce excellence. Too many people are waiting for motivation to change their lives, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you will feel inspired, and other days you will not. Thomas often teaches that success is not about doing something great once. It is about doing the right things consistently until greatness becomes your identity. The habits you practice every day shape the person you become. Every action sends a message to your mind about who you are and what you value. When you choose discipline over excuses, you are telling yourself that your goals matter. When you choose learning over laziness, you are telling yourself that growth matters. When you continue working even when nobody is watching, you are building the character required for lasting success. Rewiring your mind for greatness means understanding that small actions repeated over time create extraordinary results. Many people underestimate the power of consistency because they focus only on immediate outcomes. They want overnight success, instant results, and quick transformations. But greatness does not work that way. Greatness is built one decision at a time, one habit at a time, and one day at a time. Think about the most successful people in any field. They did not become exceptional because of a single breakthrough moment. They became exceptional because they committed themselves to daily improvement. They showed up when they felt tired. They practiced when they felt discouraged. They remained focused when distractions were everywhere. Over time, those repeated actions created skills, confidence, and momentum. Your brain adapts to whatever you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly procrastinate, your mind becomes comfortable with delay. If you repeatedly make excuses, your mind becomes conditioned to avoid responsibility. But if you repeatedly choose excellence, discipline, and effort, your mind begins to expect those behaviors. Excellence becomes normal, hard work becomes automatic, progress becomes a lifestyle. That is how greatness is formed. It is not a one-time event, it is a daily commitment. Every positive habit strengthens your mindset and moves you closer to your goals. Every disciplined choice reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving more. Over time, those habits transform not only what you do, but also who you are. When excellence becomes your daily standard, greatness is no longer something you chase. It becomes something you live every single day.